try to reveal to them how to see things not as, oh, that's a pretty dress, but what does that really mean? The emotions you evoke. And welcome to this week's episode. I don't know about you, but throughout my career, I've had, kind of hits or misses and highs and lows in my confidence. It comes with everybody. You get laid off, you go into a new area and you're not quite sure whether or not you're going to be able to deliver. Now, I've talked about this in the past under what I called the imposter syndrome. So you can go over and watch that video. It's a TED Talk, so you can go over to TED and find it. But what I want to talk about today is how to build your innovation confidence. How do you build it? Look, confidence is elusive. It's hard to develop. A lot of times we don't have confidence because of personal experience. You get criticized, how you were raised, where you were raised, your teachers, right? You either get built up confidence or you get your confidence torn down. Or in some cases, some people just have low self-esteem. You're comparing yourself to everybody else and you're trying to figure out that pecking order, and that either helps build your confidence or takes away your confidence. Look, innovation confidence is absolutely critical. So stay tuned, because through this episode, I'm going to show you the tips and tricks I have used that I've applied to build my innovation confidence over my innovation career. So, look, innovation confidence, it's a mindset. It's a mindset that you can tackle challenges. Whatever anybody's throwing at you, you can handle. It combines creativity and strategic thinking, critical thinking, convergent thinking, divergent thinking, all the things we've been talking about over the last couple of months. Look, innovation confidence, it's essential for problem solving and adaptability. If you don't have confidence, you don't have an expectation that you're going to solve the problem or you're going to develop that new product. If you have innovation confidence, you're going with the mindset that says, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it because I've done it in the past and I have confidence in my skills to apply to whatever this is. So why is it so important? Why is innovation confidence so important? Look, it is crucial for personal and professional growth. Managers, leaders, executives, they look for people who come in that have not ego, not bravado, confidence. Confidence that you have a set of skills, a toolkit, tools in your bag that you can use to go tackle problems. And the other piece is part of why it's so important is it drives continuous learning, right? As you increase in your confidence, in your innovation confidence, you recognize, most importantly, what you do not know, right? We don't know everything. You can be applying it into industries or technologies or things you just are not familiar with. So what do you have to do? You got to learn. And so in innovation confidence, as your confidence increases, a lot of people would think, oh, I can lean back. I know everything. No, it's the exact opposite, because you recognize you don't know. You may have the innovation skill sets to pull together a team and ideate solutions and run experiments and tests to figure out the best one, but you also recognize what you don't know. And the other piece of innovation confidence is it actually helps prepare you to be adaptable and react to the fast-paced world. You're not about sitting still, doing one thing, and thinking the world is going to stay in one position. So that is why innovation confidence is so important. It's not just confidence, it's innovation confidence. Confidence that you can innovate solutions to problems, even when you don't know what the problem is at first, or two, it may be in an area or an industry or a part of the world you have no familiar with. You still can have innovation confidence. So, who has innovation confidence? If I'm interviewing a candidate, how is it that I can say, I want that person, and because I think they have a high level of innovation confidence? Well, one is, are they willing to take risks? Are they willing to explore new ideas? Are they, naturally curious? And that comes out in just conversation and sharing of past experiences and projects. That is probably the one flag I always look for when I'm hiring is, are they willing to take risks, and do they have some natural curiosity? Now, the other is do they have a variety of thinking approaches? It's not just divergent thinking. Ooh, I can brainstorm lots of ideas, or convergent thinking. I want to get to the one idea right away and use that as the solution. I don't have just aesthetic thinking, where I'm just thinking about design. I don't have just systems thinking, where I'm looking at it as a process view. But I have this tool set that I can bring to a problem to solve whatever that is. And so therefore you have a variety of thinking styles and a diverse set of problem-solving approaches. Because guess what? No two innovations will come about in the exact same way. There's no magic 10-step formula that always works. You have to try different tools, just like a mechanic. You have to diagnose it, then you fix it, you take it for a test drive. Same thing in innovation. The other is, and this amazingly enough is one that most innovators stumble on, is openness to feedback and a willingness to learn from others, even those more junior to yourself. Just because you have, in my case, 35 coming up 40 years experience in the innovation space, I am a big believer in what I call reverse mentoring. So while I mentor other executives, leaders, chief innovation officers from around the world, I'm also not afraid to go and learn from somebody who maybe is in an area that I don't have expertise in, or in a technology I'm not familiar with, or dealing with a market segment that I just have no experience with. It has no bearing on age or experience. So if you want to have innovation confidence, if you want to come in and convey innovation confidence to get hired as an innovator, you have to be willing to take risks. You have to have that natural curiosity. You have to have a variety of thinking styles that you can pull at and try. You have to have diverse problem-solving approaches. And you have to be willing to take feedback and learn from others. You cannot be a know-it-all, okay? So that's what I look for when I'm interviewing and hiring innovators to be on my teams. So what are the tips and tricks? How do you build up your innovation confidence? So there's a series of these. I'm going to go through each one. And again, if you're looking for the list, you can look down in the description, the show notes. They will all be there. But just so let's walk through these. First off is, do you engage in creative exercises? Do you regularly brainstorm, either solo brainstorm or brainstorm as part of a team to tackle creative challenges? And not only that, do you do other tools such as, mind mapping or collision charts or any of the variety of 1,000 tools that are out there? Do you experiment and try? And do you engage in these creative exercises? Because like anything else, you practice, practice, practice. When you're faced with a problem, you want to have those tools in your tool bag that you know how to use. It's no good to be an auto mechanic if you don't know how to use a socket wrench. You have to know how to use a socket wrench, then apply it to the problem. Learn the tools. Absolutely critical. The other is embrace failure. If I wrote down a list of all the projects I've tried or all the attempts to fail, there wouldn't be enough paper to print it on. So you have to be able to willing to embrace failure. Look at it as a learning opportunity. It's education. Analyze what went wrong and how to improve. Where would the missteps happen? What could you do better? What should you not have done? What should you have done? And then also celebrate the small wins. When you do have a little success, give yourself that thumbs up, celebrate, go do something you enjoy, but also learn from the setbacks. Celebrate those too. Be willing to say, that didn't work, I learned something. Let's go at it again. So embrace failure as a learning opportunity. The other is collaborate with diverse teams. Work with individuals from a variety of backgrounds. Now, I'm not talking about diversity in the HR sense that a lot of organizations think about. I'm talking about people with diverse backgrounds, technical skills, age. It could be, where did they grow up? Is everybody on your team born and raised in the country you operate in, or do you bring people in, from the outside? Do you bring in outside expertise, or do you assume you have only people within your organization? Work with individuals with a diverse set of perspectives, backgrounds, and experiences. And at the same time, go gain new perspectives and insights. Travel. Go to the countries that you're thinking about you may want to solve a particular innovation problem for. I used to host, haven't in a long time now, I probably need to do one of these, is go back out and run what I call trend safaris. Take a small group of people and you go into an area that you just have never experienced, or you go to major events or shows that are not in the industry you serve, right? So for instance, I used to take people to the Hanover Furniture Fair in Hanover, Germany. It's an annual event. It's really for designers, more of the aesthetic thinking kind of people. But the one thing that you learn at the Hanover Furniture Fair is colors, the importance of colors, the mixing and matching, and the use of combined colors to convey a feeling. So if you're into design or you're creating consumer products, trend safaris, Hanover Furniture Fair, or any of the other, New York Fashion Week was a big one for me for many years. And I would take a group of people and try to reveal to them how to see things not as, oh, that's a pretty dress, but what does that really mean? The emotions you evoke. That's what I mean by collaboration. Gain new perspectives, gain new insights, find people who see things differently than you, have a different background, and collaborate with them. Find them, engage with them, collaborate with them. The other is, and this is probably the one most people are hesitant about, is practice saying yes to new challenges. Someone comes to you with a problem, don't sit there and go, well, I don't know if I can handle that. I don't know. No, say, yep, got it. I'll own it and work it, right? Practice saying yes, even if you know nothing about the technology, nothing about the market, nothing about the customer. That's a learning opportunity for you. And if you get built out as being someone that says yes, then people will bring you more problems. And as you solve more problems, that actually helps build up your innovation confidence. So the key here is take on tasks outside your comfort zone. And it's not my responsibility. Say yes. And then build resiliency, build grit, build that oomph that you're going to tackle unfamiliar problems. This is key to build your innovation confidence. You build it by doing projects. You do it by trying. Try. So practice saying yes much more often than you most likely are doing today. And then seek feedback and iterate. Seek feedback. Regularly ask for input. Refine your approach. Find people who will give you the truth, who will give you good feedback, not just, hey, that sucks. That's not good feedback. You can't action on it. Why did it suck? Where did I go wrong? What should I have thought about? What did I overlook? What did I miss? You want to get around people who will give you good, transparent, and frank, actionable feedback. And then refine your approach, refine your skills, put more tools in your toolbox, work on building out your innovation skill set, which in turn will build out your innovation confidence. And then use that constructive criticism to fuel growth. It's many authors and myself included. You write something, you send it out to a publisher comes back and says, sorry, not interested, not helpful, right? You're looking for that constructive criticism. When you get it, it is incredibly valuable. Use it to fuel your growth. If someone's taking the time to give you good, constructive criticism, love it. That is worth its weight in gold when people can give you good, constructive criticism, something that you can learn from and you can use it to change, adapt, and become better. So, as we wrap up here, innovation confidence, it's accessible to everyone. The point here, though, is you are not born with it. You build it over time as you do more projects, as you become more confident, as you learn more skills, as you acquire more tools to be able to use to solve a variety of different problems. But it's accessible to everyone. The key resource is time. Work problems, develop new ideas, innovate, and innovate. The early stuff you work on, maybe not all that great, but as you build up on it, you become better and better. The key here is to unlock this potential for tackling challenges with confidence. I don't know the answer. I may not know that particular element of the technology, but I'm confident that I've got the skills and abilities to pull together a team that will innovate a solution to that problem. Now, the one thing I've learned with my innovation confidence is it directly leads to success, personally and professionally. And so, again, these tips and tricks I've just given you, they're down in the description. Check them out. If you have ones that you would add to the list, go ahead and post them so everybody watching this can see them, or listening to this can see them in the show notes. So hopefully you found this helpful. Work on your innovation confidence. This is the tip and tricks. Depending on feedback and reaction, I may expand innovation confidence to talk about the different kinds of projects that you may want to select that helps build certain kinds of confidence. But right now, let's just get the tips and tricks, practice them, use them, and most importantly, say yes more often when someone offers you a problem to go solve. So with that, don't forget, hit the subscribe button so you get every episode of the show. If you have comments, feedback, suggestions, and including critical feedback, send me a note, post it in the social media. You can find me over at philmckinney.com. All of my social media links are over there. Follow and we can chat, whatever is most convenient for you. Also, if you are on LinkedIn and we're not already connected, go ahead and send me a connection request from LinkedIn. However, you must note that you are a follower, listener of the show, or watch the YouTube channel, because I literally get hundreds of requests for connections. If you are a listener to the show, and you've stayed to the end here, you're getting the special instruction. Go ahead and send me a LinkedIn request. Tell me you're a listener of the podcast, you watch the YouTube channel, however you have heard this instruction, and I will immediately accept the connection and we can become connected on LinkedIn. So with that, thank you very much. Have a great week. Work on your skills, exercise that creative muscle, and go save the world. Bye-bye.